All right, today's karate class, we're going to start by warming you up. We're going to work on our horse stance, punching skills. We're going to work on a couple of blocks there, low block, high block, your front stances. After that, we're going to work on your one-step feet techniques, 6 and 7, 16, 17, so on and so forth. Working on jumping, roundhouse kicks. We're going to teach you the new part of your form that I want you to start working on this week. All right, and last, we're going to do a challenge called Whomping push-ups, and I'll explain what that is later. All right, as usual, we're going to start off with 25 jumping jacks. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Good. Now lay down your stomachs. Now we're going to do 10 push-ups. Put your hands right by your side. Put your feet down. Pull your toes back. Get ready. Push up. Say 1, back down. 2, and down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. Last one, 10. Hold it there and down. Great. Now stand up. Now we're going to work on punching from our horse stance. So step out into a ready position. Chumbi, good. Put your feet double shoulder width apart. Pull your hands back, double chamber. Bend both your knees. Remember, both hands have to be ready to be used. Start with your left hand out. Good. Now I'm going to say go, and I want you to punch. Ready? 1, Tia. 2, Tia. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait for me. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now keep it there. Bend your knees. Now we're going to do 2 punches. I'm going to say go. You're going to say Tia, Tua. Go. Tia, Tua. Go. 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 Tia, Tua. Go. 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 Last one, bend your knees. Go. Tia, Tua. Now we're going to do 3 punches. You're going to say Tia, Tua, Asa. Just like that. Does this hand should be out? Bend your knees. Ready? Go. Tia, Tua, Asa. Make sure your hand's chambered. Go. Tia, Tua, Asa. Go. Bend your knees. Last one. Go. Nice job. Come back to attention. All right, we're going to work on the low block. The low block is called hadamaki. Can you repeat hadamaki? Hadanmaki. So one more time, hadamaki. Good. So hadamaki is a low block. A low block protects lower than most of the other blocks. The other 3 basic blocks that we do, the high block, inside outside, and outside inside block, the other 3 basic ones, protect more of our shoulders up to our head. We block up high. The low block is supposed to protect everything that's coming lower than your shoulders, all right, or really lower than your chest. Too low, and it doesn't count either. So some people say it's about blocking your knee, and we can protect our knee if we step forward and make a good stance with it, and we bend down, but the low block may not be the best block for everything super low. So we're going to say that the low block, more than anything, protects your chest and your belly and your sides if possible. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how that works. Let's step out, we do a ready position. All right, let's start with a horse stance. Bend both of your knees and chamber both of your hands. So you're in a horse stance, your knees are bent, your hands are chambered. Let's start off with your left side. All right, so this hand up, make a fist, touch your shoulder. And all I want you to do is keep your hand relaxed, but not limp. Squeeze tight, relax. Put your hand down quick. At the very end, when it snaps, squeeze your hand tight at the end. So relax and Tia. Go one more time, relax and Tia. So if something is coming at my belly or my chest, I can touch my shoulder. I can move my arm out of in the way, push it out of the way, and block low. If you notice, I don't bring my hand out to the side, right? A lot of people will wind up bringing it too high, all right? So what I want you to do is I want you to bend your knees, stop right in front of you, look right at me. Ready? Tia. Good. Touch your shoulder, say Tua. One more time, say Asa. Good. Now let's just switch sides. Put your hand back here. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Take your right hand, touch your shoulder, bend your knees. Now, snap down right in front of you. Squeeze it tight, pull it back up, snap down, Tia. Good. Now let's do 3 more. Bend your knees, put your hand up, ready, Tia. Touch your shoulder, Tua. One more time, Asa. Good. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take this hand. We're going to alternate. We're going to go back and forth. So touch your shoulder. You're going to bring that hand down. This hand chambers back. Ready? Tia. Good. Touch your shoulder. Tua. Stay with me. Touch your shoulder. This one. Tia. Make sure it's this one here. Don't let it flip like this. Keep it here. Touch your shoulder. Tua. Good. Touch your shoulder. Tia. Two more. Touch your shoulder. Tua. Good. Bend your knees. Last one. Touch your shoulder and asa. Good. Now take your left hand, the hand that's out right now. Tap your leg. Let's put your feet closer. Tap your left leg twice. Step forward. Make a front stance. Use your left hand, this hand over here on this side. Touch your shoulder. Tia. Make sure it doesn't go too far. Make sure you're not turned one way or the other. Stay straight. Chamber. Touch your shoulder. Step towards me. Use this foot, this hand. Tia. Step forward. Tia. Good. Last one. Touch your shoulder and tia. Looking good. All right, we're going to do 4 more. Staying with me. Try to be as strong as you can. Left side. Step forward. Say tia. Touch your shoulder. Say tua. Now say tia. And last one, tua. And that's good. And same thing with most of the other blocks is when we block, making sure that you block with the right part of your arm, the right bone. It's this bone right here. All right, the ulna bone or the ulnar, and you're going to bring your hand straight across, and you're going to hit with your bone. Try not to hit with your hand. Now we're going to work on the high block. High block is called sandamaki. Can you repeat sandamaki? Good. One more time. Sandamaki. Sandamaki. Perfect. All right, so a high block works against something that's trying to hit you in the head, or basically protects the top of your head. If your top of your head is being hit by anything, we can use the high block to protect. So let me show you how that works. Let's step out, do a ready position. Good. All right, so let's just start off on the horse stance. We'll do a couple blocks from the horse stance, and then I'll have you march forward. All right, so everybody put your feet apart, bend both your knees, make a horse stance. You're going to start with your left hand. Put your left hand on your stomach. This hand should be chambered. Don't move it. Don't use it for anything yet. All right, so your left hand is on your stomach. I want your arm to go straight over top of your head. Good, so pull it straight down. Imagine somebody's trying to hit you on top of your head. Move fast. Make sure your hand is squeezed tight. All right, put your hand back down. Now, one quick trick that may help is that if you squeeze your hand tight first before you ever block, you won't be able to block as fast. You have to relax your arm, not limp and loose, but you want to relax your arm so your hand can move quick. Then once it gets to the top, then squeeze your hand as tight as you can to protect, right? As most of you know, the fastest, most efficient way of making your whole entire arm as strong as you can is to squeeze your hand, right? I've taught that a lot, is to squeeze your hand. So your hand is relaxed, not limp, but it's relaxed. Bend your knees, block them high, ready, tia. Now let's switch to the other side. Chamber this hand, put this hand in your stomach, say, tua. Bend your knees, good. Put the same hand down, tua. Good. Put the same hand down. Remember, stay relaxed, move fast, squeeze, ready, tia. Good. One last one, tia. Now let's switch sides. Keep your hand there. Squeeze, bend your knees. Now block tia. Other side, tua. Other side, tia. Squeeze tight, tua. Keep your hand strong. Asa. Good. Now take your left hand. Tap your left leg twice. Put your feet a little closer. Tap your left leg twice. One more time. Good. Take that foot step forward. Put that hand, your left hand, up high. Say tia. Now bend your knee. We're in a front stance, so make sure all your power, all your pressure is pushed forward. Say tua. Tia. Small steps, but keep your knee bent. Ready? Tua. Good. And that's called marching drills. We do some of those in class where we walk forward and practice our blocks. And each one should be strong. Your legs should be strong and everything like that. So we're going to do 4 more. Do ready position. Left side. Step forward. Say tia. Squeeze tight. Tua. Tia. Bend your knee. Squeeze your hand. Tua. All right, it's looking good. And the last part to remember is that when you do the high block, you're actually protecting with your bone of your arm more than your hand. So that bone of your arm needs to go straight over top of your head. Just make sure it's not your hand. Your hand could be moved out of the way, but your arm shouldn't be able to be bent or moved out of the way. Now we're going to work on front stances, making sure that your front stance works the way it's supposed to. The main thing we need to do when we work on a front stance is to make sure that our feet are facing the same way. For most normal positions that most people would stand in, your feet would be facing the same direction, all right? Our tension position, step out into a ready position, right? Same thing, your feet should be forward. If they've tilted out to the side, this isn't the best place to stand. This actually isn't the most stable way to stand. If you want to be more stable, right, you would turn your feet and make sure they face the same way. This is the way our body is built. And so what I want you to do is when we work with the front stances, actually, let's say it in Korean first. The front stance is called Chungkul Jase, right? Jase means stance. And chunkul, I guess, means front. So say chunkul jase. Chunkle Jase. Good. So Chunkle Jase is a front stance. So obviously we want all of our strength, all of our power to be going toward the front. So to do that, we have to face all of our body parts toward the front. We want our head, our shoulders, our knees, and toes to all face the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step forward and bend my knee. All right. We're only going to do probably one each side for right now. But what you're going to do is you're going to bend your knee just like this. You're going to chamber your hands so they're not in your way. All right. So if you look, the back leg is going to be straight, completely straight. I'm going to squeeze it and push, and the front knee is bent. Now, a lot of times I tell people, bend your knee farther, and people will try to bend and they'll come right back up. And I'll say, go bend your knee farther. They bend and they come right back up. If you're coming right back to the same spot, there's something that you need to fix. Typically, it's because you didn't step far enough. So making sure that your feet don't turn, see if you can move your front foot just another inch or two, just a little tiny bit more. You should now be able to bend your knee a little bit farther. That may put more pressure on your ankle or your foot and be more uncomfortable in the back. But what you want to make sure you do is when you lean forward, you leave your heels on the ground and you don't let your heel come up off the ground. A good front stance has its heel on the ground, feet straight, bend your knee just like this. All right, so now come back to a ready position. One thing I want you to note is when I do my front stances, my feet are kind of wide. They're about a shoulder width apart. When I step forward in my front stance, I don't step in front of the other foot. I don't step over at the side. I step forward directly from where I was so that my feet are still kind of wide. I still have a space down in between the two of them. Some people do thinner stances, right? They will step over to the side. They'll have their foot. They might even turn their foot to accommodate that. That's not the way I want you to start learning it right now. So what I want you to do is your feet apart. You're going to step forward, bend your knee. If you feel like you can, move your foot up just a little bit farther. Bend your knee fully. Your hands should be chambered. You should be going straight forward. Now you could really easily do any punches or techniques to the front. So make sure your knees bent, hands back. Now step back. So now take the other foot, step forward, and bend your knee. All right. So what I want you to do is check your back foot. Make sure it's not turned. If it turns at all, this is no good. So you want to make sure it's turned all the way forward. Bend your knee. Put your hands like this. If you need to go a little farther, right, you can do that. If it's too far and you want to bend your knee this way, that's good. You just don't want your feet too close together where you feel like you're bending and you're leaning over and it's throwing you off balance. If you feel like you're losing your balance, move your foot a little farther, right? We want to be stable. We want to be supported. This is supposed to be able to let us be as strong as possible front. So do a punch really hard. Punch. Tia. Good. If you feel like any of your weight was like kind of dragging you against it or stopping you from pushing, you don't have balance, right? You don't have enough support. And if this is meant to make you as strong as possible, if you don't feel as strong as you could be, change something different. Maybe move your shoulders forward at the same time as you punch. So pull your hands back. Now just bend your knee more and push with your back leg forward and punch hard. Ready? Tia. Good. Looking good. So now step back. So all we're going to do is just go back and forth for like a couple seconds at a time. All right. Take your left leg, step forward, bend your knee. Make sure your hands are chambered. Now punch, say Tia. Good. Come back. Now step forward the other side. Bend your knee. Punch. Tua. And now step back. Pull your hands back. Step forward. Say Tia. Bend your knee. Come back. Make sure you're taking a big enough step. One thing about taking a big step, don't take a big step and move your other foot with it. All right. Or let it turn. You should do one step. Nothing else turns. Ready? Tua. Looking good. All right. So remember, the front stance is called Chunkul Jase, and it's meant to push all your power and energy and strength to the front. Now we're going to do number 26, one-step sparring feet techniques. All right, start from Chumbi. You're going to step forward with your left side. All right, the first move, when the person kicks it, you remember they're doing a low kick towards your stomach, towards your belly. You're going to step out to the side, and you're going to use both your palm strikes to push the person away. Normally, we do a press downward or both hands even, but this time I want both your hands to go to the side. And as you step to the left, you're going to push their leg over to your right. As soon as you've redirected their kick towards you, they should land forward closer to you. Take that leg, pick it up, and roundhouse kick. All right, that should work enough to throw them off balance, long enough for you to do the second part of this, which would be to spin backward with your left leg and hook kick the person. All right, so let's start over. Go back to ready position. Start with your left foot forward. All right, from here, you're going to slide over to the front. Right, so your left foot just slides to the left. Move their foot, redirect it to the right. Once they've lost their balance and landed, pick your foot up, kick them. They should be right about here right now. Leaning over, take this foot, spin back, hook kick them as best as you can from there. All right, so go back to ready position. Start with your left foot forward. Slide to the left, block to the right. roundhouse kick, spin, hook kick. Good. We're going to do 2 more times a little faster. Left foot forward. I'm going to say what it is as I do it. Just keep up. Go. Step, push, round kick, spin, hook kick. And the last time, put your left foot forward. I'm going to say go. Do the whole thing. Stay with me. Go. Now we're going to do number 27, one-step sparring feet techniques. All right, so start from ready position. Remember to step forward with the left side. The person's kicking at our stomach. They're kicking at our belly. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to what we call check them. All right, we're going to check them. A check is to stop somebody from attacking you before they ever really get going. Right. So if you see somebody kick, typically an untrained person might bring their foot back first, right, before they kick you if they're going to kick at you. So what happens is when you see the person start to throw their kick and they pick their foot up and they start to kick, before they ever get their strength and momentum going, you're going to take your front leg and you're going to check. It's not a side kick. You're not hitting the person in the leg, and you're actually stopping them in the shin or closer to the ankle. A lot of people will do this check high because they want to like stop the leg here, but stopping the leg here, there's a lot of strength in that part of the leg. There's not a lot of leverage higher up, right? And they might still be able to kick you even putting pressure down. So when you put pressure down low, they can't really get past that. So as they kick at you, you're going to check low, right? Once you hit them in the shin, stop their foot from moving, use the same leg, front kick them, right? So it's going to be check, then one. Then from here, you're going to jump up in the air, use your back leg, and roundhouse kick. All right, so I call this technique check, 1, 2. All right, so start from right position, step forward. All right, you're going to take your front leg and you're going to check, then 1, 2. 1, 2. The front kick is actually the drive of a jumping roundhouse kick. All right, but you add the front kick in with the drive and do a roundhouse kick. So back to ready position. One more time. Left foot forward. When they go to kick, check with your left foot. Front kick with the front kick with the left foot, and then round kick with the back leg. Ready? 1, 2. Good, good. Back to ready position. Left foot forward. We got 2 more tries. Go. Check. 1, 2. Good. Put your left foot forward. And the last one. Ready? Go. Go back to ready position. Nice job. And that's number 27, one-step sparring feet technique. Now we're going to do a jumping roundhouse kick called Idan Toliocheki. All right, Toliocheki is roundhouse kick, and the Idan means jumping or 2-part jumping kick. All right, so we're going to do a jumping roundhouse kick called Idan Toliocheki. All right, so to do an Idan Toliocheki, what you're going to do is you're going to pick one leg up, just like we did for a jumping front kick. One leg comes up. You're going to, while you're jumping and lift it in the air, the other leg's going to come up and do a roundhouse kick. So let's start from ready position. Put one of your legs behind you, whichever one you're more comfortable with. And what I want you to do is I want you to lift your leg up in the air and balance for just a second. All right. So I'm actually going to lift this leg up right now. All right. So watch. I'm on one leg. All right. We did this with the jumping front kick, but I want you to kind of hop up in the air. Good. One more time. Hop up. Good. Keep this leg up the whole time. Ready? Hop. Good. And this time, while you're in the air, you actually want to turn your leg over and try to do a roundhouse kick before you hit the ground. Now, the leg you have in the air is actually going to land, right? You're allowed to land on that foot. So lift up in the air. When you jump, land on it, but make sure you've already started your kick before this foot ever touches the ground. So ready, remember to jump in the air, jump again, throw the kick, say tia. Good. Pick your foot up, jump up in the air, kick, say tia. Good. Put your hands up. One more time, pick your foot up, jump and say tia. Looking good. All right, now let's pick up the other foot. From here, you're going to jump in the air. Ready? And while you're up in the air, ready, jump, kick. Tia. Good. Pick your foot up. Go. Tia. One more. Go. Tia, just like that. And that's a jumping roundhouse kick. All right, now we're going to work on Basai. Basai is the 52 move long form that's normally associated with red belt. We've gone over 2 parts of it already. And what we're going to do to be able to add on the third part is going to review what we've already gone over, and then we'll add on the new part. All right, we'll practice the new part a couple times. Once we get through the new part a couple times, I'll let you practice that. Remember, we're splitting this form up into probably 5 or maybe even 6 parts. Each time I teach it, I'm going to teach more and more. So make sure that you're following along. Make sure you're catching up. You're keeping track. We'll get there. All right, so let's all face the same direction. Put your feet together, hands by your side. Good. Start from a chumbi. Now, what you're going to do is pick your left foot up, hands low, up, and in. This is the Basai chumbi. Now you're going to turn your feet. You're going to turn your whole body. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step with the right. Step behind with the left. Supported inside outside block. Step in the front stance. Inside outside. Inside outside. Touch your ear. Turn. Look over your shoulder. Outside inside. Inside outside. Pick your foot up. Low block. Turn to the right. Outside inside. Inside outside. Make a horse stance facing the way we first started. Spear. Then you're going to punch. Block. Back to a horse stance. Block in a front stance. Slide your left foot heel in so the right side can step forward, center knife in. Step forward, center knife in. Step forward, backward. Now take your backhand low and high. Side kick, chop to the back. So that was parts numbers 1 and 2. Now we're going to add part number 3. Part number 3 is you're going to step forward, knife hand block, with the right side. The right foot is going to come back, double hand low, up, bring it in, step forward with the right again, and block. We're going to start that part over. So we just did our side kick. Our right leg is back. Our left hand is forward. The next move is step forward. 1, the right foot steps back. The right foot steps forward again. Now there's a jumping motion here that it's more of a hop than a jump. Some people, because there's a two-handed motion, they try to do a two-handed kind of jump, almost like a jump front kick. We're not doing that. From here, you're going to hop straight up and slightly forward, right? So straight up and slightly forward. Now go back. So we're in the double hammer fist, low. When we jump and do the hop forward, we're going to punch twice. Left hand, right hand. So punch, punch. In fact, the faster you punch, the easier this will be. So then you're going to hop up, move forward, 2 punches. All right, so slide back your 1 step again. Do the double hammer fist. Now remember, hop, back, front, left, right. Go, punch, punch. Now open up your right hand. You're going to look over your shoulder, turn into a front stance with the right side, spear down. So make sure the left foot is out, the right hand is speared, your palm is up at a 45-degree angle. Then you're going to pull it back in a fighting stance and do an high inside-outside block with the right. The left hand does low. So it's a front, pull back, fighting, just like we did in our Pyongyang forms. Now, your foot comes back, cross your hands, and do the same move again. That should look very, very familiar. So I want you to go back. We're going to start from the side kick with the right foot. Turn, look over your shoulder. Left hand does knife hand. So the next part of this form that we're working on today is step forward, knife hand. Right foot, step back. Step forward with the right foot, double hammer fist. Jump and punch. Left, right. Open up your right hand, look over your shoulder. Right hand goes down. Right hand comes up. Feet go together. Remember to pull backwards feet together. And then do the same move again. Now, it's not what you think. In the other forms, we turn and do a double inside outside block. But in this form, I want you to turn with your right leg, do an outside inside crescent kick, do a low block, cross your hand, look over shoulder and slap, use your right leg to kick, right hand does an elbow strike. If you recognize that, that's also from the same form, but it's in a different part. It's earlier. So we mixed up the order, right? So if you recognize it, that's great. But don't do it the way you're normally used to doing it. You're used to doing the 1, 2, pull separate from, that's at the end of the form and the other part's at the beginning. So let's go one more time. The right leg does the side kick. Left side does the center knife hand block this way. So we step forward right, step back right foot, step forward right foot, jump and punch with the right foot in front. Turn, right hand does the spear, but the left foot is out. Pull back to a fighting stance. Feet to go together. Do it again. Now the right leg does an outside inside crescent kick. Low block. Slap the other direction. Do a kick and an elbow strike. All right, so that's the end of part number 3. We've actually gotten really close to the end. I am going to split up the last 2 parts into 2 pieces because the next part can be a little confusing if you're not ready for it yet. So Your challenge, or your goal right now is to go back, rewatch this video, and make sure you can get through all that part of the form by Thursday. All right. So you need to know by Thursday. Um, Thursday's video, I'm going to teach part number 4, maybe Friday. Anyway, one of these days, pretty soon, I'm going to teach you the 4th part, but you have to know the 3rd part because the 4th part will confuse you if you're not ready for it. All right, so go back, practice, make sure that you know all 3 parts of the form that we've done so far. All right, today's challenge is called Whomping Push-Up. So I made up that name myself. So it's like a regular push-up, but you have to pick your hand up in the air, almost balance yourself on one arm for just a second before you put it back down. It's not a hard skill to do, but you have to be careful with it. So basically, you start from a push-up position. You're going to push up in the air. As soon as you're all the way up in the air, you're going to lift one hand up to your shoulder and put right back down. Then you do another push up, lift your hand up, and put it back down. So you don't go above your shoulder. You don't have to turn or twist or anything. You just pick it right up to your shoulder. So you're going to push up, shoulder, push up, shoulder. I want to see how many of those you can do in 1 minute.